Welcome back to another episode of My Osprey TV. I am your hostess with the mostest, Marie Gilmore, the editor and publisher of the Osprey Observer community newspapers. And we're here today with another new business in our community. And we're so proud to have her. I'm so happy to introduce Nadia Jaber. She is the owner of the Kumon Math and Reading Center of Lithia-FishHawk. You know, the plaza with the new Aldi, as they like to say. So welcome, Nadia.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me about your new business, Kumon.
Kumon is a math and reading enrichment program. So it's an after-school program. We really specialize in teaching kids foundational skills that they're going to need in the future for their academic careers. Really, it's kind of just them coming in, showing us what they can do, and then we try to fill in those missing gaps. And then from there, we really are focused on making them not only at grade level, but having them exceed that and just be, go as far as they can, regardless of, what their grade level is. So, yeah, we're just really fostering that love for education and fostering just very smart, wonderful citizens.
Oh, that's great. And right there, very conveniently located in the shops at Fishhawk Plaza, like I said, by the new Aldi. Of course,
Yeah.
that's been very exciting for you to be in that plaza. And why Kumon?
Kumon is, like I said, it's just great because we're not really just focused on getting them up to grade level. We really just want to create like amazing, wonderful people in the world. And the way that we do that is education. So the way that education works is if you're, really good with your foundations, then no matter what you do in the future, you'll be set up for success. So
Oh,
whether it be
yes.
like learning great study habits or learning like time management, all of that, it's like all indoctrined in our program. So it's just really, like I said, just a great way to create these great kids and make them even better adults.
And what is the right age range of student for you?
Well, we have kids come in from 3 years old to like high school. So it's a very broad range of children. I will say, definitely when they're younger, it's like great because we can really teach those foundational skills at the beginning. That way they have a really easy time in school. But definitely, any age between like three and high school, we'll definitely take them.
Okay. And what is your background? What made you want to be the owner of a Kumon?
Yeah, so I worked actually in all of college. I worked at Kumon. So I'm just seeing the firsthand like examples while I'm working with the kids has just been great. So like I remember seeing there were like fifth graders doing like calculus. So it was just like crazy to see how kids are really motivated through like rewards and how much that they can actually accomplish when they're put up to those challenges. So that just very like that inspired me and like kids in general always inspire me. So that's why I wanted to open. And then I do have a English degree, so I'm very into reading, very into like writing. So all of that kind of went into my decision making and wanting to open my own Kumon.
And why Fisheye Ranch?
But I've been I've lived here for a long time. So I just thought what better way than, still love show the love for my community than, service this community. And I think like the growth that we've had in the last I think since COVID, I feel like it's grown so much. So I know there's a lot more kids now. There's a lot more schools. I mean, there were schools that I didn't even realize were here. A lot of the private schools I'm just kind of figuring out. But yeah, no, I just think that this is just a great area. And I think the parents here in this area are always very like, they're always looking forward to ways to like make their children better. And that's what I love about this community. I love the sports. So just everything about it, I think, is just great.
So, what is the typical process for a Kumon student?
Yeah, so they would come in first, take a placement test. And like I said, that test kind of just lets me know where they're studying at, where we would be able to start them in the program. And then from there, we'll just put them in a level. And that level, each one has like 200 pages. They'll do that. So it's an individualized program. So sometimes, let's say if I think a kid needs more help in a specific area, I'll, continue working on that area. So we're not just like always pushing them without making sure they're understanding. So we do like testing at the end of each level, and that's they progress through. And yeah, so there's a lot of rewards. So they get prizes every time they take a test. There's like a prizes for, coming into Kumon, doing their work. So yeah, it's an every day work, but you get a lot of rewards.
Very good. Well, what are the sort of the typical programs? A student comes in, does a placement test, you determine where they are. Approximately how often would they need to come and for how long?
Yeah, so they would come 2 days a week to the center, and during those 2 days, I'm doing like heavy observation on them. I'm seeing, I'm grading their work, really seeing how they're doing, and then the other 5 days, they're doing it at home. So, the way that it works is if they're doing one subject, it should be about like 20 to 30 minutes. So, if they were doing just reading, it would be 20 to 30 minutes every day. If they were doing math, it'd be like 45 minutes to an hour. And that we know kids are very busy. We know they have a lot on their schedule. We know the parents have a lot on their schedule. So really, that's kind of as much as we want to give them per day. But when they're coming in those 2 days of the week, I'm really, observing and making sure that nothing's too difficult. And if it is too difficult, they're leaving more confident than when they came in.
Okay, and you say you grew up in this community. So what schools did you go to?
Yeah, I did go to Bloomingdale. I live like on the cusp. So
Okay,
I am a
okay.
little bit on the cusp. But I played soccer for like 10 years. The last 5 years I played at the FishHawk Sports Complex. So yeah, and then all my friends were at Newsom because they all played soccer. So I was at Bloomingdale, but I'm very familiar with this area.
That's okay. Bulls and wolves, they can be friendly, right?
Yeah,
It's
no,
no
they are. I
problem.
think,
Yes.
yeah,
Very
the
good. And
games were always fun.
yes, and what have you liked the most about being in the shops at FishHawk?
Oh, I love actually, just after the Aldi two were talking about it, I've seen so many different types of people come through here, and it's just like I love that, everyone's always coming in, just hopping in just to see what's going on. Everyone's been so friendly, and yeah, I just feel like I think this is one of the oldest plazas I've heard in this area, like one of like the true like beginning plazas. And I feel like like I said, a lot of sense of like community too, just people walking by and just asking about the program. And yeah, just those walk-ins are really, special and fun to me just because people are just coming in to be curious and it actually lets me talk about what I love to do.
Very good. And when did your business open?
We opened, I would say like early to mid-December. I was doing like parent conferences a little bit earlier, just on the phone, just kind of getting everyone prepped. But we opened like our doors, like I would say early mid-December.
Well, congratulations for bringing
Thank you.
another business to our community. Thank you for what you do for our students. Tell people how they can get a hold of you.
So you can either go to Kumon Fishhawk, Lithia-FishHawk.com, or you can call me at 813-384-8880. My information too is on the website. So again, that's just Kumon Lithia-FishHawk. And yeah, my number will be there. You can schedule a placement test, an orientation, and then we can, always get a further look at your student, and then you can decide if the program's the right fit for you.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Nadia, and thank you for doing what you do. And we'll look forward to hearing more from you in the future.
Thank you so much.